Um, Tell me what brought you out here. We know that a lot of people wanted to showcase today. What told you to be here today?
Well, first, I just want to say, as a Hines County Supervisor of District 2, that I feel like I'm responsible for citizens, responsible for the safety, responsible for their concern. And today we know that a young man that was brought to justice and accused of a very bad crime was present in the courtroom. And I think he's known as I name him, a gut bucket, a low-down gut bucket. I can tell you that a couple of years ago, I filed charges against the young man for making a statement to execute, and line me up and execute. But I wasn't here just for a personal reason, but I was here to make absolutely sure that this gentleman was brought to justice. And Polo, William Edwards, whatever you want to call him, never been good for the community. He played like that he was part of the media, but what he did was came to kill, steal, and destroy. He came here and apparently was funded by somebody to really throw mud on most of the African American elected officials here in Hines County as well as Jackson. He never did anything that was really good for the community. He wanted to be a part of the elite. He was not accepted, and for some reason or another, this is the results of the behavior that he's done. I think this community is relieved to have him off the street. I think not only elected officials, but people with their personal lives, going into their personal lives and throwing them, throwing mud and that type of thing up there. He threatened a city council person. He threatened a county supervisor, and then now he's accused of taking someone's life, accused of killing someone. That is a very serious crime, and perhaps you can spend the rest of your life in prison. And hopefully, if he's found guilty of the charges that he's been charged with, that he will spend the rest of his life in prison.
We also saw he said a sneak remark to Pastor Hollins leaving out, but coming in, it seemed like he shot you. Did he mumble anything to you?
Well, you must understand this. I'm one of the few elected officials that have stood up. I'm one of the few elected officials that have challenged him in the public. I did an interview down in front of the police department nearly 2 years ago to tell the public about this young fella. And he knew that I was one of the few that wasn't afraid, that wouldn't bag up, and that was not scared of him. And I wanted to let that be known today, that I was here, I'm not afraid, and you're going to face these charges, and hopefully, if you're found guilty of these charges, that you spend the rest of your life in prison. He did not say anything to me, but he looked at me like he wanted to say something to me. He could have put his hands, perhaps, on me. That would have been even better, and I would have did everything that I could to take care of him.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
I don't know.